long ago, in a land where the desert stretched beyond the horizon, where golden sands hid more than just forgotten ruins. There lived a thief, not an ordinary thief. No, he didn't steal gold. He didn't steal jewels. He stole secrets, and they called him the Thief of 1,000 Secrets. Part 1. The boy without a name, in the heart of a bustling desert city, where markets roared with life and lanterns painted the night in gold. There was a boy. No one knew his real name. Some called him Shadow, others called him Ghost, but most simply knew him as a street rat. He had no family, no home, no past, only survival. Every day he slipped through crowded alleys, his hands quick, his eyes sharper than a blade. But unlike other thieves, he never stole coins. He listened to whispers behind closed doors, to secrets exchanged in dark corners, to truths people tried to hide because he had learned something very young. Secrets are more powerful than gold. Part 2. The first secret one night. As the moon hung low and silent, the boy crept into the palace, not for treasure, but for answers. The palace was a world of silk and silence, guarded by soldiers and buried in lies. As he moved through its shadowed halls, he heard something, a voice, soft, trembling, a girl. He followed it, quiet as the wind, until he found her, a princess, sitting alone by the window, her crown resting beside her, her eyes filled with something far heavier than gold. Sadness. "I don't want this life," she whispered. The boy froze. He had just stolen something far more valuable than jewels. Her truth. Part 3. A dangerous gift. The next day, the city buzzed with rumors. The princess is cursed. She speaks to shadows. She's losing her mind. But the boy knew the truth. She wasn't cursed. She was trapped. That night he returned. "Who's there?" she asked. Silence. Then, "I hear what others don't," the boy said from the darkness. The princess stood. "Then tell me, what do you hear?" The boy stepped forward, just enough for the moonlight to touch his face. "I hear someone who feels alone, in a palace full of people." The princess didn't scream. She didn't call the guards. Instead, she smiled, and, for the first time in his life, the boy felt seen. Part 4. The secret. He shouldn't have heard. Days turned into nights, and nights into something more. The thief kept returning, not to steal, but to listen. And the princess. She began to trust him. But one night, everything changed. Hidden behind a curtain, the boy overheard the Sultan speaking to a dark figure. "A war is coming," the figure said, "and your kingdom will fall, unless you obey." "What do you want?" the Sultan asked. The answer chilled the boy to his core. "Your daughter." Silence filled the room. Then, "Take her." The boy's heart stopped. This wasn't just a secret. This was a death sentence. Part 5. A choice. The boy had a rule: never interfere. Only listen. Secrets were his shield, his weapon. But this was different. That night, he went to the princess. "You have to leave," he said. She laughed softly. "Leave? I'm a prisoner of this place." "Not anymore," he replied. Her smile faded. "What aren't you telling me?" The boy hesitated. For the first time, he didn't want to steal a secret. He wanted to protect one, but he couldn't. "They're going to give you away," he said. The princess stepped back. "No, That's not possible. It is. Tears filled her eyes. And in that moment, the thief realized something terrifying. He wasn't just stealing secrets anymore. He was carrying them. Part 6. The escape that night. Under a sky without stars, they ran, through hidden tunnels, past sleeping guards, into the endless desert. The city faded behind them, but danger did not. "They'll hunt us," she said. "They already are," he replied. Days passed. The desert tested them, burned them, broke them. But they kept going, because freedom is worth every wound. Part 7. The truth about the thief one night. As they sat beneath a cold sky, the princess spoke. "You know everyone's secrets," she said. "Yes, but no one knows yours." The boy said nothing. "Who are you?" she asked. For a long time, there was only silence. Then, "I don't know." He looked at his hands. "I've spent my whole life listening to others, that I forgot to listen to myself." The princess smiled gently. "Then maybe you're not just a thief." He looked at her. "Then what am I?" she whispered. "Someone who saves people from the truths they can't escape alone." Part 8. The final secret. But the desert was not empty. The dark figure found them, a warlord, cloaked in shadows, with eyes that burned like fire. "You cannot run from destiny," he said. The boy stepped forward. "You want her? You'll have to go through me." The warlord laughed. "You? A nameless thief?" The boy smiled. "No." He stepped into the light. "I am the one who knows your secret." The warlord froze. "What did you say?" The boy's voice grew steady. "You're not here for power or war." He stepped closer. "You're afraid. The desert went silent. You fear being forgotten. So you destroy kingdoms, to make your name eternal." The warlord's face twisted with rage. "Silence!" But it was too late. The truth had been spoken, and truth is the most powerful weapon of all. Part 9. The fall, the warlord attacked. Steel clashed, sand roared. The night itself seemed to shatter. The boy fought, not with strength, but with knowledge. Every move, every weakness he had already stolen, and in one final moment, he struck. The warlord fell, defeated, not by force, but by the weight of his own secret. Part 10. A new beginning. The sun rose, painting the desert in gold. The war was over. The princess turned to the boy. "You saved me." He shook his head. "No, I just told the truth." She smiled. "Then, tell me one more thing." He looked at her. "Do you still not know who you are?" The boy paused. Then, for the first time, he smiled. "I think I do." And so, the boy without a name, the shadow in the streets, the thief of whispers, became something more. Because in the end, he didn't steal secrets. He freed them. And that is why the world would forever remember him as the thief of 1,000 secrets. Some say secrets are meant to be hidden, but others believe the truth always finds its way. So tell me, if you had the power, would you steal secrets or protect them?